The much-anticipated Envision 2025 Global Partner Conference in Shanghai, hosted by Trip.com Group, was intended to be Prince Harry's shining moment on the international stage, a chance to cement his reputation as a passionate advocate for sustainable tourism through his ambitious travel initiative Travest. But instead of applause and admiration, Harry found himself at the center of a very public and humiliating spectacle that few expected. As he took the stage to deliver his keynote address to a room full of the Asia-Pacific region's top travel industry executives and thought leaders, the atmosphere was electric with anticipation. The conference, a crucial gathering to discuss the recovery and future of a $490 billion industry battered by the global pandemic, was the perfect platform for Harry to inspire transformative change and lead a new wave of environmentally responsible travel. However, what unfolded was a dramatic and stark repudiation of Harry's message and his approach. As his speech progressed, laden with heartfelt appeals about the urgency of climate change and the moral imperative to protect the planet through responsible tourism, a growing wave of restlessness began to ripple through the crowd. Industry leaders, expecting practical strategies and actionable insights, found themselves increasingly disconnected from what they perceived as lofty rhetoric lacking substance. By the midpoint of Harry's roughly 20-minute presentation, the first group of attendees quietly slipped out of the auditorium, their discreet departures swelling into a mass exodus that left the hall noticeably sparse by the speech's conclusion. One attendee later described the moment as awkward, noting, "He was preaching to a room that wanted plans, not passion. We needed data, case studies, partnerships, things that could be implemented now, not vague appeals." Backstage, sources reveal a visibly shaken and furious Harry confronted event organizers, lashing out at them for what he saw as a failure to control the audience and create a supportive environment. He felt betrayed, an insider confided. He poured his heart and soul into that speech, only to see people walking out on him. It hit him harder than anyone expected. According to witnesses, Harry accused organizers of mismanagement, insisting they should have vetted or prepared the audience better, perhaps even curated a crowd more receptive to his vision. This private outburst, though shielded from the public eye, has since fueled a perception of the Duke as someone who struggles to handle criticism and rejection. Instead of reflecting on the disconnect between his message and the audience's expectations, Harry was quick to shift blame, deepening the narrative of a figure struggling to find his footing beyond royal pedigree. The walkouts weren't spontaneous nor petty. They were a clear indication of a wider chasm between Harry's idealistic vision and the practical realities faced by Asia-Pacific travel executives trying to rebuild businesses and economies. The conference, emphasizing economic recovery, innovation, and pragmatic solutions in a post-pandemic world, was at odds with Harry's approach, which leaned heavily on emotive appeals about saving wildlife and reducing carbon footprints. Noble causes but perceived by the attendees as out of sync with their immediate business priorities. One delegate candidly remarked, "He was talking about saving the planet, but we needed to hear about saving our businesses." It felt like a lecture, not a strategy session. The lack of concrete proposals, partnerships, or measurable goals left many disillusioned. The Travest initiative, launched with much fanfare in 2019 and touted as a game-changer for sustainable tourism, has yet to deliver the tangible impact promised. At the summit, Harry cited the initiative's 5-year milestone report, which claimed travelers could drive sustainability through informed choices. Yet the report was criticized for vagueness, lacking detailed metrics, credible partnerships, or a roadmap to inspire confidence among industry leaders. This public rebuff has severely dented Harry's credibility as a global environmental advocate. For a man who has sought to carve out a post-royal identity centered on meaningful causes, the Shanghai walkout served as a painful reminder that passion alone is not enough. The hard realities of international business demand clear results, strategic partnerships, and measurable progress. As the dust settles, questions swirl about the future of Harry's Travest project. Will he pivot, bringing in more experts and data-driven approaches, or will the initiative continue to be overshadowed by celebrity and controversy? The answer may well determine whether Harry's dream of becoming a leading voice for sustainable tourism survives or fades away. For now, the images of empty seats and a frustrated Duke pacing backstage have become emblematic of a larger struggle. A former royal trying to translate idealism into influence, facing the harsh truths of global business and public expectation. Stay tuned as this story develops. And if you want the latest updates on Prince Harry's ongoing efforts and challenges, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. The drama is far from over.